Hey guys, it's me, Miss B, and today I'm going to do two things. I don't know why I went two things, because school's out. I can't count. So, anyway, yeah, how's your summer going? Good, good. I can't stand this heat. I can't. Sometimes I ask myself, why do I still live here? Why don't I move to Oregon where it like rains all the time but it doesn't snow too much? But yeah, so two things. One, I'm gonna do a Q&A. So I had told you guys, well, Anthony, thank you for giving me this idea. But yeah, I asked some of you to ask me questions, and I have right here, you see this right here? Dead ants. That's how my summer has been so far. My house, my apartment, sorry, I call it a house, whatever. It's where I live. My home has been infested with ants. Like almost as soon as we had that triple-digit weather where it just started feeling like you're walking into an oven when you step outside, the ants just like flooded the apartment. In the bathroom, they haven't so much been in the living room, which, well, that's good. But the bathroom, the kitchen, and just the other day I started seeing them in my room. Oh my gosh. So one of my friends told me about a really good solution is to like go on the baseboard, which is that trim on the floor, right? So you have your wall. Let me show you. I'm gonna bring this camera with me. So you see right there that white kind of border trim on the floor? Yeah. So my friend told me if you go ahead and put Dawn over all of that, like just put Dawn on your finger and just go all the way down the line, any cracks in the walls, put Dawn right there, like around the edges of the electrical outlets, not in the electrical outlets, people, around the edges. That will stop the ants from coming in. And yesterday it was really bad. Like all around Sasha's food, her food is like right by the sliding glass door that goes out into the balcony. So they were coming in from outside, they were going directly to her food, and there were so many. It was crazy. I was just like stamping them out with my Swiffer. And they got into my roommate's food. They started going to some of my food. It's just, they're annoying. Ants are like the spawn of Satan. It's very hard to defeat them. But Dawn has done a really good job. I put some in a spray bottle with water and I was spraying the ants and they died on contact. Sasha doesn't like the smell of soap and she's smart enough to not consume it. So she kind of sniffs it and she avoids it. She walks away. But yeah, that's what I've been dealing with. Anyway, oh my gosh, you know what I should have been doing right now? The other thing. So I'm going to be doing the Q&A. I'm going to be answering your questions, but I'm also going to be trying this. They put out this ramen noodle tapatio flavor. So I'm going to see if it's spicy enough to where I don't have to add any extra tapatio, because, I mean, come on. This is nothing new. This is just Maruchan with the flavor of tapatio, like dehydrated tapatio in it. So I'm going to go ahead and put the water now. And then while we wait for this to be ready, I will answer the questions that you guys sent to me. So it says 4 minutes. I already boiled the water in my electric kettle. My predictions are that it's not going to be that spicy. That's what I think. But let's see. Let's wait. And you know, I just boiled that water and it doesn't... This is like not hot at all. Are you messing with me right now? Are you? This water is cold. What the heck? I know I turned it on. I know I did. You know what? I'm just gonna put it in the microwave. That's messed up. I can't pour the water out because that's the whole, because then all the soup base goes away. So I'm gonna stick it in the microwave. And hey, it says microwavable. Well, it says it's microwavable, so the cup noodles says not to microwave it, although, come on, everybody and their mom puts it in the microwave when they're in a hurry. One time, I don't know if I ever told this story in class, but I think I was in 6th or 7th grade, I don't know, I was around 11, 12 years old, and I mean, I loved cup noodles. Like, I ate them all the time. So one morning I woke up, the first thing I wanted was to eat a cup of noodles for breakfast. So I grabbed one. I was like, oh yeah, I have to heat up the water. So what we did in my house was we put the water in a cup and we microwaved the water, and then we put that into the cup noodles in the styrofoam. So I grabbed like this coffee cup, because I was like, oh, you know, it's gonna hold more water than a regular coffee mug, so I'll grab the coffee cup. It was a silver coffee cup. I think you know where this is going. It was a silver coffee cup, and I put it in the microwave. I'm like, oh, well, since it has to be in the microwave for 2 minutes, then I'm gonna go to the bathroom really quick. Multitasking, you know. So I go to the bathroom, and then all of a sudden I hear this. I mean, it kind of sounded like a gunshot, and it was like right in the next room. Well, not the next room, but kitchen, my room, bathroom. Okay, so I'm like, oh shoot, what was that? So I run out, and I open the microwave, and the inside of the microwave is just black. So what I didn't know was that you're not supposed to put aluminum in the microwave. And that coffee cup that travel coffee mug was aluminum. That's why it was silver. Stupid. So yeah, I blew up the microwave, and the cup was like totally disfigured. It was so deformed. And me, I'm so dumb. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll get the microwave to work. Like, you know, I'll just put something else in it, and you know, surely the microwave is fine. It's just the cup that's ruined. So I take out the aluminum coffee cup, and then I put a different cup in the microwave, and there's like electricity crackling. Like, I see it like sparks, and then I open it, and you could see like the blue and the orange little crackly. So I was like, yeah, we can't use this anymore. It's gonna explode. Ooh, it's done. Hot, 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 hot. We'll get to this in a minute. So yeah, to finish my story, I was really scared to tell my parents that I blew up the microwave. I thought they were gonna be so mad at me. And I went into their room. I was like, Mom, Dad. And they're like, yeah. I'm like, I need to tell you something. And they're like, what? And I'm like, I blew up the microwave. I'm so sorry. And I'm just crying and crying, and they can't even understand what I'm saying. And then my dad starts laughing, and I'm like, what? And My mom's like, that microwave was like 11 or 12 years old. It's like as old as you are. And I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry. We wanted to keep it for a long time. And they're like, no, that's fine. It's time to get a new microwave. And I was like, I'm not in trouble. And they were just like, no, that's okay. It just means it's time to get a new microwave. And I was so relieved. But I learned my lesson. See, this is how you learn. This is how you learn as you grow. Ooh, this stuff is so hot. I'm gonna give it a couple of minutes to get those noodles nice and soft. When I cook like the cup of noodles, you know the kind that they sell in just the little packets, not the styrofoam cups, the ones you have to cook in a saucepan. So, ooh, I'm gonna have to show you how I make those one day, because I don't eat them that much anymore. But back when I was like a connoisseur of Maruchan, oh, they are so good. I'm gonna, ooh, that's my next video. Well, not my next video, but I'm gonna put a pin in it for the future. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make you some fancy Maruchan, like really good. So I don't remember how much this cost, but it wasn't super expensive. It's a really big bowl. They even put on the label, big bowl, grande. Hot, caliente. Let's see, 2 servings per container. Well, I'm probably not gonna eat all of it anyway. All right, so let me answer some of your questions. Oh wow, start with the heavy stuff. What is the meaning of life? What do you think the meaning of life is? Have I asked you that before? I don't know what the meaning of life is, you guys. I don't know. To me, what is the meaning of life? I don't think I can answer that question. I don't know. I think it's really important to make connections with people. I think it's really important to learn and discover and explore. Beyond that, I don't know what there is, and I'm not gonna Google it to compare. I might come back to that. Okay, who was the most memorable student? Just this year, or like in all my years? I mean, there's so many, and that's why every year, every class is different, because of all the different personalities that that make up the class. But you know what? If I had to give it to someone, I'd probably say Armando. Yeah, Armando started off in my first period, I think, and then he moved to my 7th period, and then he moved to, was it 6th? And then back to 7th, or then to, he moved from different periods in my classes. And hi Armando, you were definitely memorable, because we had a lot of back and forth, like kind of sarcastic talking back to each other. Interesting, yeah, but sometimes you were really funny. Okay, how was your first year of being a teacher? Any annoying kids? Oh yeah, heck yeah. I mean, one of my class, just a whole class, I had a whole class that was super annoying. That was the year we had that tornado, the tornado warning, where we were in it was 5th period. We were in 5th period for like 2 hours. And that was my most annoying class that year. I love the kids individually, but together they just like made this perfect storm. They just like, oh, they just wouldn't stop talking. So I was stuck with them for an extra hour because of the tornado warning, and they would not follow directions. They said, oh, we have to go to the bathroom. I couldn't let them out. I wasn't supposed to let them go to the bathroom. They even said in the announcements, do not leave, do not walk outside the classroom. And I have, you know, I have all these big windows in my classroom, and they go, don't go near the windows. And what do the kids do as soon as that announcement comes on? They go and they start climbing on desks and looking out the window. I tried getting games for them to try to distract them, and it was crazy. Like when it started hailing, they opened the door. They're like, oh my gosh, it's hailing, let's go. Yeah. Again, I love those kids. They were just, it was, as a class, they were tough to deal with. Sasha. Say hi, Sasha. Say hi. You see her? Anyway. Alright, let's go into this hot sauce ramen noodles. Okay, well, it looks just like regular. Okay. Noodles are nice and soft. I left them in long enough. El jugo. That's what we're looking for. No. No. This is nothing like Maruchan, regular Maruchan cup noodle with tapatio poured into it. Like, this is not spicy. It has good flavor. It looks like there's little like oregano flakes in there. That's very Mexican, like spice used in a lot of Mexican foods. But it's, I mean, it's flavor wise, it's not terrible, but it's not like what I know in the past, and I think that's what they were going for, but didn't get. So I have to come in with the backup. Let's try it. Got the little kick in the back of my throat. That's much better. Ni tiene mucho caldo. It's mostly noodles. You would think, like, duh, isn't that what you want? But I mean, I would love drinking all the caldo after the noodles were done. Hot, 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 hot. It's like the spicy ramen challenge part 2. I'm not even have water here. Okay, a couple more questions and then we'll be off. Okay, some other questions here. Let's see. Is it hard being a teacher? Yes. Yes, it is. There's a lot of stuff you have to do. There's a lot of stuff you have to think about. And every year is different because the kids are different. So you may have to change the way that you do things in order to adjust for the kids you have that year. I think what's really hard about it too is, I don't know, it's just, it can be stressful at times. It can be really stressful. So you know, you like want to get through to people. And there's sometimes where it just feels like, no, you're not. Like nothing you're doing is working. So that's not good. But I think that this work is rewarding, and I think it's well worth it, and this is what I have wanted to do since I was in 2nd grade. So I'm truly blessed that I got the opportunity to go to college and that I got the opportunity to study for what I really wanted to do. I'm really lucky and I'm really grateful. Is it fun being a teacher? Yes, it is. Not 100% of the time, but overall it is fun. And I mean, if you were in my class, I hope you had fun. I hope I kind of made it fun sometimes. You guys definitely made it fun for me. Okay, have you ever been at the Queen Mary? Or would you ever go to the Queen Mary? I'm assuming you mean that, was it like the haunted ship in like Long Beach or something like that? You guys, look at this. Like, all the juice is gone. I'm gonna have to eat the frozen broccoli. Like, even that sounds more appetizing than this. And it takes a lot for me to hate on Tapatio. You guys know I love it. You guys know I love my grandpa. So for me to say, I'm just being honest. The Queen Mary, the haunted ship in Long Beach, right? I've never been there. I think my sister has. So a couple of people I know have been there. I would go. Not alone, but I would definitely go. I think that would be really interesting. And last question. Oh, we have someone that put their name on here. David I. Do you do any drugs? P.S. Have a great summer. Well, you have a great summer too. No, I don't do any drugs. I've never done drugs. No. And the reason why is super simple. I'm a scaredy cat. I've been, like, ever since I was young, you know, and drugs, and we learned about drugs, it was just like, no. You don't know what they're gonna do to you. They can really mess you up. Even back then, even at a young age, I was way too scared to even, like, go there, even though there were people around me that, you know, that did drugs and got in trouble. I was chicken. I was like, nope, not gonna do it. And then later on, when I learned more, it was just like, okay, well, people do it for recreation, and then, you know, they're gonna feel the effects later on, and I don't want to be one of those people. I don't want to be one of those people that kills myself like that. Hopefully you're not doing drugs either. Okay, what is your best pickup line? I don't have pickup lines. The only one I know, let's see, I mean, there are ones that I've heard, like, are you from Tennessee because you're the only 10 I see, or something like that. Or do you need a band-aid because you fell down from heaven? But I've never used a pickup line, no. I mean, in the past I used to just straight up tell people that I like them. And then after lots of, like, heartbreak and hurt, I just was like, yeah, I'm not even gonna do that. Like, I'm too nervous to do that, so I don't. Wait for them to tell me, and then I reject it. I'm just kidding. How long do you plan on teaching? Until I die or retire, whichever comes first. This is my chosen career for life. I mean, there are a lot of hobbies that I like, but I don't imagine, I just can't imagine not being a teacher. Like, what would be my backup career if I decided to quit teaching? I have no idea. I don't think I would want to turn any of my hobbies into a career. So I'm set. I'm in my career now. All right, what is your favorite hobby? Oh, that goes with the last question. I love to sing. I love to sing. When I was younger, I would actually write songs. Like, I would get the melody in my head, I'd get the idea for it, a snippet of a lyric, and then I'd go from there. And then I would record my songs, and I would make albums, as in like I had a theme around them, and like I picked very carefully which songs would go into the album, and I burned the CDs, and I would make the little booklets and everything. What did I do with them? They were just for me. I would just keep them for myself. I never, like, no one has ever, except for one of my ex-boyfriends, well, just one, my ex-boyfriend, but yeah, aside from him, nobody has ever heard any of the songs that I wrote. Yep. So I love to sing, I love photography, I love traveling, I used to love baking. I don't really do it so much anymore because someone has to eat the you know, the desserts, and like, I don't want to eat all that dessert. I'm not trying to gain weight, you know, I'm trying to be healthy. But if it's a party or something, I'll definitely, like, that's the opportunity for me to bake, because then I get to give it away. So yeah, I like to read, I love to write, I like to dance. That's a relatively new hobby, folklorico, but I mean, I love it. It's fun, so much fun. Okay, last question. Ooh, it has to do with food, so it ties in very well. What's your favorite food combination? And as a teacher, what was your favorite part from 2018 to 2019? Okay, so 2 questions. My favorite food combination. That's such a tough one, because there are so many good foods. There's so many foods that I love, but okay, the first thing that came to mind right now was chorizo con papa. Like, just a very simple, you know, burrito of chorizo con papa, or chorizo con huevos con papa for breakfast. I can smell it right now. It smells so good. So chorizo con papa, I don't think you could ever go wrong with that. I love tacos de papa with some salsa, some sour cream. That stuff is so good. Oh my gosh, I'm getting hungry, and I have my noodles here, but they don't really hit the spot, you know, like, and I'm so sad because I wanted them to be good because it's tapatio, and you guys know, my tapatio story. It's just, I'm not gonna eat it all. I'm gonna end up throwing it away. Like, I'm trying really hard to like this, and no, pues no. I'll put more, and it's, you know, I'm trying to put a band-aid over this bad situation. You know, tapatio also has like sour cream dip, and they have pickles, like tapatio flavored, or pickles that have been put in jars of vinegar and tapatio, I guess. I don't know, but they sell those at like 7-Eleven. So yeah, favorite food combo, let's just go with that. I love food. That's the first one I thought of. Let's go with that. And favorite part from 2018 to 2019. We had so many good moments. 6th period, when after the every 15 minutes thing, when I said, let's just, you know, these have been such a like heavy couple of days, let's lighten the mood. And you know, we had the Yo Mama jokes and the Omar jokes, and oh my gosh, that was hilarious. I love that. Dominic knows how to make people laugh. But probably, I mean, maybe because it's most recent memories, but also the Fiesta Folklorica with Ballet Folklorico Girasol. That was just an awesome, I was so proud of them. They did so great. When they surprised me with a gift at the end of the school year, that was so nice of them and so unexpected. I felt so appreciated. I felt so appreciated overall this year. That's something that I didn't feel in the past couple of years. And it was nice. It was really nice to feel that way. Also at the PBL showcase, watching you guys present and talking to other people. Let me give you some. Look, she's I don't know what she's doing, but with the PBL showcase, watching you guys present and talk to other people about your project was also a moment in which I felt really proud, and it made me realize that you guys have grown. You guys, whether you see it or not, you did make progress in this class this year. It was really awesome to see how you interacted with the public. Sasha, hey, just trying to open the cabinets. Okay, once again, this video is too long and I have to do a couple of things, like I have to go get the laundry out. All right, stay cool. Bye bye.